Welcome back, guys. For anybody that has been following me in the recent, for the past 1 year, you've noticed that there's been a group that we've been speaking about um, that is involved with harassment and gang stalking. Now, um, there's two companies that I would like to revisit and kind of show you about, speak about. Um, just bear with me, guys. Here, the first company that we're going to have a look at are Ashley and Burwood. Ashley and Burwood. Now, this is a fragrance company. However, they're involved with what they've done is that they've been involved with hiring my neighbors um, by proxy to be sort of like spies that use noise harassment, um, technology devices to um, cause physical pain, mental duress. And what I'd like to kind of also speak about here is that this group are they're kind of like they are connected with other influencers who are could be in the industry. Now, one of their main aims is are to they're involved with human trafficking. Um, 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 they're involved with prostitution. Now, you may ask yourself, is how did I come across such information? How did I come across this? Well, the people that are around me, they've managed to um, infiltrate my neighbors. So they've placed people who are my neighbors, and now these people are involved with sex work. And also, the person that introduced me to this company is the possibly the manager or the owner or the director of the company. This person was also seen to be visiting this sex working headquarters, which is has been stationed right next to me in the middle of a community that also happen to know what is going on. Now, what I'm going to show you here now, briefly, is I'm going to go to my photos here. I'm going to go into my photos and I'm going to show you that what I was able to find out is, if you remember, the name is called Ashley and Burwood. Now, I was able to kind of like use and go through the anagrams of their name, and I found out, or I was able to find out that the name Ashley is actually short for Hail Satan. As you can see here, um, you can see here, Hail Satan equals Lee equals S equals equals Hail Satan equals Lee equals HSA. HSA is Ash backwards. So this is Ash Lee backwards. Now, the names or the letters for hell spelled backwards, I'm going to show you here. If you look above, possibly that 1, 2, 3, 4, the fifth line down from the top, it says hail, which is Lee spelt backwards. Hail, hail to hell, hail Satan. Therefore, guys, what we're finding out is that these groups that are involved with human trafficking and sex trafficking also, they're involved with satanic rituals. They have been performing a satanic ritual for the last 1 year where they have different sex workers who are visiting, or different sex workers that are stationed next door to my home on behalf of Ashley and Burwood. They're stationed next door to my home, and they're performing sex work every night for the final or the last 1 year. It will be 1 year in May. Between May and June, it'll be 1 year. I mean, I'm talking about 365 days. This apartment next to me has been used for sex work. People are performing sex work over there. I have reported it to the authorities. I've gone to the police. I've gone to the law enforcement. And guys, get a load of this. I found out that one of the sex workers are actually a police officer. A police officer is involved with the sex work. A police officer is involved with the sex work. The police officer could possibly be the madam of this group. She could actually be the madam of the group, because they are I believe two of them are police officers. One of them is the quote unquote boyfriend, or girlfriend rather, of the neighbor, because the neighbor is occupied by a gentleman. Now, this gentleman, he is being solicited by women. He's been helped by women to perform this sex work. He's been solicited by women. Now, several women go up there. So you might say, oh, he has different girlfriends, because they'll call themselves their girlfriend. But quote unquote is what they say. However, these have been going up there for the last 365 days, and they will communicate covertly, either tapping on the window, or either with the adjacent room next to my room, which would be the first point of service of the room, will be the services, or the bathroom. The two bathrooms are next to each other, and what they would normally would be doing, they'll be in there having a conversation, you know, using paraphernalia and whatnot, and then this has been going on for 1 year. This information, guys, this is for people that are going through something like this, where influencers or celebrities are their side hustle is to harass and stalk people. Their side hustle is to harass and cause misery, inflict misery somehow, some way. This group, Ashley and Burwood, are inflicting misery through sex work. They're inflicting misery through sex work. Now, after 1 year of being harassed with the sex work, I decided to take a look at their name and to see what their name. I was just looking at the name for a while, and just looked at it, and then I realized that it was a tribute to Satan. So this is a Luciferian or satanic group that are behind this. Luciferian satanic group that are behind this, and they also have, or also could be what you'd call a right wing group. It's like a right wing group or a far right movement. They're also involved with a far right movement. If you guys are familiar with these sort of groups, this is one of them, and they are also connected with another group here, guys. Another group here. I'm gonna just show you here. You may see some other pictures here, but I'm gonna just have a look here. Is that the other group that they're connected with is called Visual Response. Visual Response. Now, Visual Response, we're going to just have to take a look at their webpage just briefly. This is Ashley Burwood. We're going to visit Ashley Burwood already. We're going to look at, bear with me, we're going to look at Visual Response. Visual Response. Okay, now Visual Response under the heading or the guise of an event planning service in London. This is like events management. It's a limited company, which means that it's possibly privately owned. It has a director who is privately owned and operated. However, I was able to this group are directly opposite my premises where I live or where I live. They're opposite where I am. Now, this group I was able to look into, and the first thing that was able to let's visit their webpage because I've never visited their website before actually, but I'm very familiar with the people that work at this place because, as I said, their office is directly opposite where I am. So by the surface or on the surface, this looks like an events management group. They possibly supply equipment also for probably exhibitions, possibly concerts or dinner part or new media applications. I'm going to have a look through the page. They do events management, graphic design and print, and logistics, audio and visual production. I'm just having a look through what the company is about on the surface. Um, Copyright says 23rd. Okay. They're based in London. However, what I've been able to find out here, guys, if we just go back here, okay, we're gonna say to the about section. So they're over 30 years in over 30 years in since their inception. They're over 30 years since their inception. So they've you know they are this is the first time I'm visiting this page, their page. I thought I'll just take a look on the page while I was doing this with you guys. So then we'll go through this together because they're opposite where I am, where I live. They're opposite me. And then what I was able to notice is that they are connected with also human trafficking. They're connected with human trafficking and sex trafficking because they are also connected with the other influencer by the name of Ashley and Burwood. Ashley and Burwood London. They're connected with Ashley Burwood London. So this group, just to make it even more interesting, guys, is I was looking at their name once again. I was looking at their name, Visual Response. I was looking at Visual Response. I was looking at their name. Let me show you what I found. I found that Visual Response, their name is also a tribute to Satan, but this time through his synonym of Lucifer. It's Lucifer. So it's Lucy Fur. It's Lucifer. It's Lucifer. The synonym they're using is Lucifer. Now, what are the chances here? Ashley Burwood are using the name or the phrase to hail Satan. They say to hail Satan. To hail Satan is Ashley spelled backwards. Ashley spelled backwards means to hail Satan. Visual Response, the letters, once you look at the anagram, is Lucifer. We're going to take a closer look here. We're going to take a closer look. Now, guys, overall, what I was able to find out, or what I was able to piece together, is that these two companies have been involved with a secret government deal. Secret government deal. There's been a secret government deal that have been involved with, which means that behind the scenes, they have created or accepted a cash for buns or cash for buns deals to harass, traffic, human trafficking, which is stopping people from moving around, stopping people from moving about. This is human trafficking, human movement, stopping people from being able to move freely across lines. This is against the law. This is against the law. And also, what they're doing is using sex as a weapon, which is also against the law. Now, if it doesn't even get any better than that, guys, the last thing I'm going to share with you is that I've been able to find out that these people are using sex work to infect people. So not only is sex work illegal, but what I'm finding out is that possibly these people are carrying viruses, a sort of it could be any sort of sexually transmitted disease or incurable disease. You guys here on my channel know that I'm an investigator. I investigate um, industries or companies or people that are performing injustice. And you guys know that I'm going to investigate and ask questions. You guys know what I do on this channel. Go through the videos, beginning with Ashley and Burwood's investigation live on the front lines, where I have been documenting my work. So go through the work and you'll be able to see, the things that have been brought into light, into question here. Now, the nefarious thing about this, and I hope I'm going to attach this video to 60 Minutes Australia, BBC Panorama, CNN. I'd like to contact Christian Amonpour about this human trafficking, about spreading awareness for human trafficking, and also how how they're also using sex trafficking under the guise. These are government companies. These are government run companies that are doing sex work or performing sex trafficking people and doing satanic abuse, SA, because you can hear people in duress. They're performing sex rituals. People are in duress. Then you find out that these people are also carrying or inhabiting illnesses. This is part one. I may be dropping a part two. Um, I may make a return and make a follow up video after this one. I may make a follow up video after this one. Um, however, this has been just just to introduce these two companies. Just to introduce these two companies. There's so much more. I think possibly there will be a follow up. So anyway, this has just been a quick video. I'm going to close this one right here. But I would like to say to these two companies to send a message to these people: stop doing what you're doing, because once people have an awareness and look past your glossy web pages and what you are actually doing behind the scenes, people are we're gonna go to court about this, because this has to be made aware for everyone to see, is that these companies are operating as in a duality.